What is happening, family? So right here behind me, I have the next 4 weeks planned out to show you exactly how to lose 5, 10, 15, 20, up to 20 pounds in the next 4 weeks. Now this is a little bit of an accelerated program. This would normally be about 6 to 8 weeks if we had the time to do it. But I'm going to show you how you can completely change your appearance in 4 weeks, leading right up to Christmas, right after Thanksgiving. Your family just saw you for Thanksgiving. They're going to see you again for Christmas, and you could show them what a big change you've made. A couple of caveats with this. Number one, you have to understand that if you're unhappy with yourself and what you're currently doing is not working, you have to change, right? We all understand that. We all know that. But somehow we kind of get lost in the, I don't want to do this or I don't want to do that. So make a decision in your head whether or not you want to put in the work to actually do this. And this is simple, basic stuff that will get you to that goal weight that you want to get to in 4 weeks. Now, this won't get you down to, if you're 50, 60 pounds overweight, will not get you down to a six-pack in 4 weeks. That's just impossible and very, very unhealthy. I shouldn't say impossible, but it is very unhealthy. Number two, understand that when it comes to dieting, when it comes to eating, there's only really 3 reasons why we eat or why we need to change our diet. One of those is health, the other is performance, and the last one is weight management, whether that's be weight gain or weight loss, depending on what your goals are, right? So it's very basic, it's very simple. And that's what I want to show you guys is it doesn't have to be difficult. Nothing is difficult. Get in your head, you either want to be healthier, whether that be a blood test that came back, you want to perform better, whether that be in the gym or just in life, just be able to have the energy or be able to lift the weight or be able to work out and do the sets and reps. So performance-wise or weight loss, weight management. Right, so I'm going to show you that. Number 3, if you are not currently tracking what you eat, put that on your phone. Get an app that tracks the food that you eat, whether that be MyFitnessPal or some other app, whatever you decide you want to use. I currently use MyFitnessPal. I love it. It has all the foods in most convenience stores like Wawa's or Quick Checks that make food. Has the calorie count for that, has calorie count for restaurants, plus just your basic, chicken, beef, eggs, rice, all that stuff. So get one of those, because if you don't know how much calories you're putting into your body, you have no idea where to even start. Number 4, get a scale if you don't have one. Weigh yourself every morning at the same time. Whether you wake up, go to the bathroom, weigh yourself, whether you wake up, weigh yourself, wake up, go to the bathroom, coffee, weigh yourself, whatever the case may be. I suggest always going to the bathroom and then weighing yourself afterwards. Take that number down. Have a notebook right next to wherever your scale is, whether that be in the bathroom, on your sink, whether that be wherever. Write that number down, right? So we want week 1, day 1, boom. Day 2, boom. Day 3, boom. So you can see what kind of progress you're making in making these changes, right? So those 4 things are going to help you considerably. Number 5, when it comes to weight management, weight loss, and this kind of ties into number 3, you have to know how many calories you're taking in. You also have to know what your maintenance calories are. And there's 2 different ways we could do that. You could go online, go under a TDEE calculator, which is total daily energy expenditure. Sorry, I'm having a tough time talking there. And you could just type in your basic information in there, height, weight, your activity level, and it'll show you about what your calories should be. Number 2, using that tracker, you can track your calories, and using the scale, you can see how your weight fluctuates from day to day or week to week, depending on your calorie intake, right? That is, I think, the most accurate. I always tell my clients, take the next 5 to 7 days, which of course we can't do that with this quick program, but take the next 5 to 7 days, track everything that you put in your mouth, everything. I don't care if it's half a Snickers bar. I don't care if it's just half of something, or if it's the worst thing in the world, and ice cream isn't the worst thing, but let's just use that as an example. It's ice cream and you ate ice cream cone from this place, or a pint of Ben & Jerry's, or what, track it. Put it in there. See what your weight does the next day, 2 days later, 3 days later, right? So we can see if we're scaling up or we're scaling down, and that will give you a much more accurate picture of exactly how many calories you personally need, because those calculators are kind of generic. So now, with all that information, let's get into this. So week 1, we're going to start by decreasing our daily calorie intake, 200 to 400 calories. I don't know where you are weight-wise. If you're 20, 30 pounds overweight, more on the lower side, 200 calories a day decrease. If you're, into that 60, 70, 100 pounds overweight, 400 calories. Now, this is not a big decrease. 200 calories, you're talking about maybe if you have a donut sometime during the day. And I'm going to use the examples of unhealthy eating throughout this program. So if you have a donut, that's just one donut gone, right? Maybe 1.5 donuts gone. So if you have a donut and then for some reason you pick up a snack in the afternoon, get rid of that snack, get rid of that donut, 200 calories gone out the window, right? So this is very simple. And I want you to get rid of carbs. Don't touch your fats, don't touch your proteins, right? So I want you to keep your meats, your eggs, anything protein rich in your diet. We want to keep that protein either the same or boost it up a little bit while we're decreasing those carbohydrates. Because I know if we're into that overweight stage, that means that we're consuming way too many calories. And more than likely, if you're eating out or just eating whatever, more than likely those are coming from carbohydrates. And you have plenty of room to decrease the calories from those carbohydrates. So we're gonna drop that 200 calories to 400 calories. I'm assuming that you're going to the gym already. So whatever program you have, whatever program you're doing, keep doing that. What I want you to do is add on to that 3 cardio sessions that first week. 300 calorie cardio sessions, right? I use calories in my cardio sessions. I don't use time. I don't do 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 45 minutes, whatever. I use calories. So, and I suggest this first week doing either an incline walk on the treadmill, an elliptical machine. If you really want to get crazy and you want to go with the steppers, go for it. That's a great calorie burn, but it is on the more difficult side, right? So this is low intensity, steady state cardio. What this entails is, let's set our incline on a treadmill to 5 degrees, and we're gonna just walk at 3.4, 3.5, 3.6, right? And we're just gonna keep that steady. So that's a steady state, low impact. Same thing with the elliptical. Maybe you set the resistance at 2, 3, 4, or 5, and then you just work out 300 calories. I don't care what machine it is, as long as it's got this calorie count on it. And as long as you consistently use that machine throughout this program, right? So what this is going to equal to, and this is on the 200 calorie drop, this is going to equal to about 1,400 calories less for that week that you took in. But we're also outputting about 900 calories with these 3 sessions. So considerably, right now you're looking at 2,300 calories or so extra that you burned and withdrew from your diet that week. So you're going to see considerable results. Every day I want you to weigh yourself every morning, like I said before. Weigh yourself every morning. Make sure that number is going down. Now, this is not a program where we're worried about muscle building, muscle sparing. We are worried solely about dropping our weight and making ourselves look and feel better, because the number one, any research will tell you, the number one way to feel better if you are overweight is to drop weight. It's not to build muscle. It's not to do this, not to do that. It's to drop weight. Your blood markers change. Everything changes positively. Your energy levels go up. Your blood markers change, like I just said. It's nothing but positivity. And that's what we want to see, right? So now we're going to go into week 2. We are going to decrease our daily intake again, another 200 to 300 calories. That depends exactly on what kind of numbers you got from week 1. If that scale kept going down and down and down, we're going to jump into that 200 marker. We're going to go on the low end. If you found that it was going down and then it sort of steadied out, then it went down, steadied out, jump into that higher end of 300 calories, right? We are going to add 100 calories to those 3 cardio sessions. So now we're up to 400 calories at 3 sessions of 400 calories. Real easy, real simple. We're just adding on to what we did on week 1. So that for week 2, we're going to be down 1,400 calories, and we're going to be up a 1,200 calorie burn. So essentially, there's another 2,600 calories for this week that we've gotten rid of. We've gotten out of our diet or we've burned off. This is also, I like these cardio sessions. I like this low intensity, the steady state, because we're just worried about burning calories. That is it. That is all our objective is calorie burn. So we're looking at 400 calories for week 2. And so now on to week 3 here. Now you'll notice we're going to up our calories on week 3. We're going to increase our protein 25 to 50 grams. And this is completely dependent on what that scale was doing for week 2. If we're still dropping, we're still going down, I want you to increase to about 30 to 50 grams, right? If we're still going down. If it's steadied out, we're going to go on that low end of 25 grams, right? What is this doing? We're actually adding calories. I'm sure you say to yourself, Joe, but we have to drop calories in order to lose weight. No, not necessarily, right? So we've already trained our body in these last 2 weeks to accept more cardio and to accept fewer calories. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of, why can't I think of the word? Kind of shift our mindset a little bit and kind of trick our bodies into accepting more calories now, and accepting that through protein, right? Because protein is sort of, there are some studies that say protein is kind of a non-essential to a calorie count. It's very essential for your body, but non-essential towards calories, whether it be calories intake, calories burned. But it is very essential to maintaining muscle and to helping our energy levels. So this is where we're coming from. So we're going to increase 25 to 50 grams depending on where your weight is at and what that scale is saying. And we're going to add one more 400 calorie cardio sessions. So now we were just doing 3 400 calorie cardio sessions. Now we're going to add one more, and it's still going to be that incline walk, that elliptical. I would like to see, if you're feeling up to it, I would like to see one of these being a stepper, if you haven't included that yet. I know 400 calories on a stepper is insanely difficult for a lot of people that aren't used to it. So if you can do 200 on that and then go to an incline treadmill and do 200, perfectly fine. We're looking for a 400 calorie burn for that particular day. So we're going to have 400 calories gone. Again, this is a sped up version. This would normally be week 7, week 8 of a 12 or 16 week program. So, but we're speeding this up. We're trying to look good for Christmas. Excuse me. We're trying to look good for Christmas, and we're trying to impress our family. We're trying to get those compliments. You know, always feels great when you see somebody, especially if you just saw them for Thanksgiving, and now you're coming up on Christmas, and you see them for Christmas, and then, oh my God, you look great. You know, you look great. What have you been doing? Oh, I can't believe you lost so much weight. Your face looks thinner. Oh, look at you. You can see your shape. You know, all that type of stuff it always feels great. Always puts a smile on your face, and that's what we're going for. So here we're looking at actually increasing on that lower end at 25, increasing our calories to about 700 calories. On that higher end, it's going to increase to about 1,400 calories for the week. So that's roughly 100 to 200 calories a day that we boosted up. We're burning an extra 1,600 calories for this week. Well, an extra 400 calories this week, but 1,600 calories total. So we're going to look good at this week. This week, the scale again matters. That scale is what matters for this particular program. Again, this is just to lose weight, just to feel better, just to get more energy and get those 10, 15, 20 pounds off. Week 4, our final week here. We're going to keep that same calorie count if your scale is going down. If that scale keeps going down and steadily going down, which I believe it will for the majority of people, if you're following this plan, it will. You will not stall out on this. If, however, the scale has been steady or really just like a tenth of a pound to 2/10 of a pound down each day, then we're going to decrease another 100 to 200 calories. I leave that up to you. And again, this is not much. We go on our tracker, boom, boom, boom. This comes from carbohydrates again, not from, do not take any of that protein away. So this comes from carbohydrates, so we're going to decrease to 100, 200 calories, whatever, up to you. Understand, however, in this week, and even week 3, your body can change even though the number on the scale is not going down. Now, I don't know if you've increased your intensity, because a lot of things change as you start losing weight. A lot of things change. Your intensity starts to change with your workouts. Your mindset starts to change. You start putting more energy into the things you do. As I'm saying, to decrease the calories, sometimes you start looking at whole foods. You stop snacking so much. And that makes a big difference. Even though the calorie count's the same, it does make a big difference on what those calories come from, whether that be snacking or whether that be actual whole foods and 3 or 4 meals a day as opposed to 2 or 3 meals and then a snack here, a snack there, and that type of stuff. So if you want through this program, take pictures. Take pictures every day, every other day, every 3 days, and notice where you started from and where you're at in this week 4. Because a lot of times the number on the scale might not change, but you'll notice that your midsection's getting thinner. Your face is getting thinner. But it's things you don't take into account because you see yourself every single day. That's where those pictures come in. So your body can change even though the scale's not changing. And if that's the case, don't mess with the calories. Keep the calories where they're at. We are going to add 50 to 100 calories to your cardio. So we're still only going to keep those 4 sessions from week 3. But now we have an extra 50 to 100 calories. So that's 450 to 500 calories each session. And that's going to lead you straight into Christmas, where if you followed this plan, you're looking good, you're feeling good. So then this is going to be the same calorie count, and we have increased our calories burned to about 1,800 for this week. So that's the plan. Very basic. Very simple. Really quick before we wrap up, I want to touch on one point here. This is me assuming that you're already going to the gym, that you already have some sort of lifting program going. If you do not, so if you don't have any lifting going on or whatnot, I want you to do what I say with the calories, but for the cardio sessions instead, from week 1, I want you to do 2 full body workout sessions with weights and 1 cardio session. Now you can find full body workouts online, you can find programs online, or you could just do circuit training on the machines in your gym. It's going to be about 45 to 60 minutes of 2 full body sessions and 1 cardio session. Week 2, it's going to be 2 full body sessions, 2 or 3 cardio sessions, depending on how you feel. Week 3 is going to be 3 full body sessions and 2 or 3 cardio sessions, depending on how you feel, with the calorie counts being the same for the cardio. And week 4, I want you to do 2 or 3 full body sessions with weights, and then do the cardio that's prescribed, as long as you're feeling up to it and you're feeling good. So that's it for this. Real basic, real easy to follow, and anybody can do it. Remember to track your food and just take those calories as you see fit. So like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.